These are the Executive Files. I'm Alexis Milner, editor of the Tampa Bay Business Journal, and with me is Mariano Legaz, president of the Florida region for Verizon Wireless. I asked him about how he is applying his vast knowledge of Latin America to his new role.
Florida not only have one of the largest Hispanic population in the United States. I think we are fourth after New York, California, and Texas. But if you look particularly into Latin American immigrants or first-generation Americans with parents from Latin American origins, we probably rank even higher because this is really a destination. Based on my experience, what I know is that it's also not a single group. It's a very diverse group in itself. It's very different. The Venezuelan, the Colombian culture, then the Argentinian, the Uruguayan, the Chilean, and Brazil itself as a whole different set. So we tend to box ourselves, and that's really not the reality of the community. When I first came in, I took the first couple of months to really understand how the team was working, how the region was performing, and it's such a solid team. I used to tell them that that's one of the reasons probably they sent me here, because I couldn't screw it up. So they've done a fantastic job. So the first reaction for me was to really appreciate the work that was done, the foundational work that my predecessor did, and the team putting together a very solid group of people. And that's the beauty. I really have the pleasure of working with great colleagues. So now that I've been in the role for a little bit over 4 months, we're starting to say, okay, where are the opportunities? Where we can go? Where is the market giving us some chances? Where we have also challenges? People think sometimes that we're more of a consumer-centric organization, and obviously we have a large consumer base, but our business-to-business segment is huge and growing. In the region in particular, we probably can say that that's one of our strengths. We have some of the largest corporations. We have great partners in the area. So the biggest change, as you mentioned, our philosophical transformation going on in the company, is around machine to machine. This idea that connected devices, if you look at your vehicle right now, it has everything that a computer used to have 5 years ago. There are devices coming out daily. I just happened to buy a very interesting new device that came in a couple of weeks ago into our stores that monitors the water, the light, the temperature that your plants get in the garden. And it's all in the palm of your hand with your phone. So I think the possibilities for businesses to make more efficient decisions, to manage their assets, to manage their productivity in a different way, is just starting to happen. So we want to be a big part of that. I do have a hobby, and that's kind of running. I don't know that I'm a marathoner. I try to run one a year, but last Sunday I ran my first Florida marathon in Fort Myers. So it was interesting. I don't usually run in 75, 80 degree weather, so it was a good experience that I enjoyed tremendously. I think one of the best races that I remember is probably the one that I took the longest to complete, because I dehydrated in mile 21st, 21 of the race. So I went, it was a night, so I went to sleep, and then 3 hours later I woke up and I go finish the race. So I finished like in 9 hours, but it felt really good to be able to finish.